So Sir Joen, ang tagal na nating ginagawa ito.
Yeah.
Matagal na rin nating pinag-uusapan and you've done it much, much longer than I got into it.
Yes.
Bakit ito ang napili mong passion and advocacy? What's the real story behind it?
I think we see a lot of people, they have a saying kasi that, sometimes the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. And it's totally different. The rich get richer is very good, but the poor or the average person has a right to become wealthy with the right information. Doesn't mean you're struggling, that you cannot change your life. There's a saying that you give a person a fish, he will eat for a day. You show him how to fish, he will eat for the rest of his life. Education is something like that. You change their life and they can educate a lot of people. And I think that will change the whole country if they understand how to save properly.
So why did it become your personal mission?
It's just the passion out there that you see a lot of people struggle. Even your employee struggle, not because they don't want to save. They just don't know how. A lot of people out there that I have met, you can see their willingness, but no one's giving them the right information. Yung kababayan natin, they went abroad, but after a couple of years, their life hasn't changed. It's not about the income, it's just they don't know how to handle their income properly. So the education on my personal aspect is I want to see a lot of people change their life. It's very hard to become successful and you see your neighbor not successful.
Because you see suffering and they don't have to suffer.
They don't have. So if they love their family, then there's no reason why they don't want to learn. So it is not true that some people doesn't want to learn. It's just they don't have the access of the right education. And that's what we said. Education doesn't need to be difficult. A lot of people think that, yung financial education is only for the wealthy. We want to remove that concept. No. Education is for everyone who wants to change their life. And we have changed a lot of people's life by educating them properly and handling it correctly in their management of their money. And a lot of people have thanked us so much that have they not learned what we have taught them until now, they would still be struggling.
Ayun. So you are further inspired because you've seen lives transformed.
Yes. Really self-fulfilling. The people that you've seen them change their direction, it cannot be bought. When you see a person thanking you because you've given them the right direction. And that advocacy can be taught to a lot of people.
Paano natin mapapaliwanag na hindi lang yung mga taong may pera ang kailangan ng financial education? And not just the rich, not just the wealthy, but even the poor, lahat ng mga mahihirap ay kailangan ng financial education.
It's about accessibility of the information. In a building, even the security guard out there needs financial education. It doesn't matter who you are, it just matters if you want to learn. And on top of that, I guess, we've developed a product that you can start saving even at 20 pesos. Why did we develop a concept that way, that you can save even at 20 pesos? So that we will tell everybody that it doesn't matter what capability you have, the bigger your savings, the better for you. So what we're trying to do is changing the habit of saving rather than the saving itself, because once you have the habit, your life will change.
Nakakapagtaka, Sir Joen, no matter how educated someone is or how wealthy, marami sa kanila hindi pa rin nila alam kung ano ang gagawin nila sa pera nila.
Yes.
Why do you think it's that? It's accessibility to the information?
Some of them, if they have already enough money, they think that they will not run out of money. But we know a lot of people that have a lot of money. For me, the most important part is understanding, which is giving the access for financial education, and then the products would just come in.
What do you think is the best thing that we should be teaching our OFWs? Imagine, I talked to an OFW and I said, magkano ang kinikita mo kada buwan? Ma'am, 20,000 pesos a month. Iiwan nila ang pamilya nila for 20,000. At the end of the day, wala pa rin silang naipon. Ano ang pinakamagandang financial concept for our kababayans, especially the OFWs?
Education is something that will change your life. But the concept and everything, it's an ongoing thing. One of the things that we talk to them is about, of course, the compound interest, which is small amount of money, become big. All big money come from small money. A lot of people think, I will not be able to save because I don't have enough money. That is the wrong mentality. That is the wrong thinking. We want to share to them the concept of the X-curve. A lot of people never understood that. But the X-curve is something very important. You work for the money right now, but eventually, money will eventually work for you with the right information. As what we said, we've shown to a lot of people that you start small, but eventually become big. You have to have the patience and the time to save properly.
Of course, your primary goal is to educate people. Are there products to be offered to people para naman makasimula sila kapag nakumbinsi na?
Education is the main product. Once they have the understanding, once they have the right education, then they can decide what's good for them. Rather than sell them a product, just give them the access to the product. Anong unahin nila? Based on our financial foundation. And then, of course, you do it not alone. You do it with your friends, you do it with your family. So you must belong to the right community. You're in a community that spends money and you want to save money, then you're in the wrong community.